to Arcade Sunday. I'm just going to play a game of Exed Exes. I know I've done a previous video posting my highest score ever, but this is just my first attempt. Quite some time at just a fun game of Exed Exes. So let's see how we do. Enjoy the video.
It's Arcade Sunday. Alright, so let's put one coin in and try some Exed Exes. Yeah, as I was said before, it's been a while since I've actually given this game a good go. I do spin it up probably every other Arcade Sunday evening, but don't really try to go for high scores, more of just a fun outing. Today I'm actually trying to see how far I can get after 2 weeks, and actually try to concentrate on playing well as opposed to just playing for fun, which is a big difference. So far so good. Basically the start of the game, as any other does. Yeah, we hear a lot of sound in the background there. We've got some Aero Fighters 2 in the background there. I'm about to give that game a go after this one. It's a good warm-up for this game, actually, or the other way around. This is a good warm-up for Aero Fighters 2. However, this is definitely the more complex of the two games. Being an older game, this is a 1985 game, Capcom release. Awesome game, highly complex game, just from a graphical standpoint and a play mechanic standpoint. I mean, compare this to Aero Fighters 2, which is basically a very well polished, beautiful looking game, but it's certainly very straightforward. You basically just shoot and bomb. Where here you've got bonus stages, you've got a very interesting power-up system, you've got scoring systems like this one here. It's like this high point zone. Just again, for the time, Aero Fighters 2 is a much newer game, but there's no denying it's way more straightforward to play. There's nothing really to confuse you or worry. You just basically shoot and try not to die. Little star bonus there if you get under certain circumstances. There are I missed the one earlier, but there are floating single pieces of the ground that you fly over to get a 5,000 point bonus, for example. There's lots of little hidden things in this game that's just phenomenal for the time. And again, the audio, of course, is completely memorable and just so solidly done. It creates this atmosphere of like this eerie eerie atmosphere. Great audio. So yeah, the bosses aren't really that difficult to do. I think it's just a matter of just avoiding all the shots and the additional enemies that come in over the top of the boss. But yeah, typically all bosses are very similar to that. You basically just shoot out all the enemies on that shaped platform. Interesting take on a boss. Very, very interesting, in fact. Never seen anything else like it. In fact, this game in my mind is very unique in its very organic style of graphics. Everything's like sort of like a insect or some kind of like creature from nature, as opposed to spaceships and like enemies that are looking like humanoid or spacecraft like. Very, very different take. There's a single block I'm talking about. Right over there is your 5,000 point bonus. A few of those throughout the game. Here too, if you can shoot out all these skulls, there's a very good bonus point you can get besides all the 500s that you get as you're going along there. And there's a 5,000 plus a star for another 5,000. So yeah, there's a scoring system. You can rack up quite a score if you collect all of those little tiny things. There's some extra bonuses there, 2,000 points each. Very good, and I just make it in there. So yeah, it's cool. So I just use that out the way. There's a 5,000 point bonus again for a single plane. game, obviously, as of any other shoot 'em up or game, in fact, just gets harder and harder as you go along. Although I found with Exed Exes there's, I think, a zen-like form that you get that you just sort of end up in a way of concentrating without really losing the plot too much. So you can actually get quite far if you really focus and dedicated. Yes, obviously there's a lot of skill to be required as far as dodging the enemy attacks and knowing how to attack most of the enemies. That's actually a very important part of this game, is how to dispatch of some of the enemies or how to avoid some of the attack patterns. And once you know those, you've got a toolkit for an excellent high score. You just have to basically just keep it together and run with it. See, those two had nothing. Okay, so this is why you wait until there's more enemies on the screen, then you grab the power up. So maximizing your points. I missed a few there now. So here comes the boss, indicated by the boss music that is spooling into the background here. Again, they always throw out this couple of stars at you, and then you kind of just get under them, get rid of them. And yeah, so the bosses are always the same kind of weird structures with known enemies on top of them. Just take your time, just pick out all the firing items. It's a nice little 1,000-point bonus there for shooting out all those red guys in sequence. Nice job, and 10,000 bonus points. So we're going into round 3. Every round you'll see this layer of enemies like that there, all those orange guys, or red, orange, whatever, and you get an opportunity to get 1,000 points for shooting all of them. Okay, so going into stage 3. Okay, a whole lot of these guys here. If you can just carry on firing, that was silly. Carry on firing on all of them. You can actually easily take out all of them if you just stay out of the way, as I indicated there. Don't stay in their way, you'll basically get wiped out. They're very quick to move, but relatively easy to take out all of them if you can. Yeah, so the complexity of the attacks are getting significantly more difficult right now. As you will see, there's going for that power up. I see there. Power ups are actually great. This particular weapon it just feels better. It is more powerful than the standard out the box shot. There's actually one other power up which you may see later. That's the ultimate weapon in this game. But again, it's not like modern games where you power up per se. Oh, silly. You don't really power up. You've got an opportunity to get stronger fire, like every now and again. It's not like modern games where there's power-ups flying around every 10 seconds. So it's a very, very different play mechanic. Certainly unique again. It's a reverse power. I didn't have power-ups, so I didn't do anything. I just took it for the points. This is the high point area here. If you can carry on killing all these guys, you get some 500s, but wait for the power, there we go. So anything on the screen will turn into tomatoes there once you get that power item. I think Capcom was very famous for introducing that power icon. It's a very classic item in arcade games. So it started around Capcom games back in the 80s. Okay, so it was a bit silly again. I think every time I've lost a life here. In fact, just got it. Yeah, anyway, that was the best weapon in the game. Unfortunately, I died silly death there. And here's boss number 3. Yeah, so I've had some not so good run here toward the end. Unfortunately, I've lost lives. Not in easy situations. It's where you need to basically, like I was saying, you just keep it together in this game. It's not really difficult to play if you got the toolkit, but if you lose lives for stupid reasons, like I demonstrated here, like almost 3 in a row, then this is what happens to high score attempts going forward. You just cannot get to that high level that I once attained there, 670,000. You'll see my high score there. You'll see another video I've posted some time ago with that high score run actually recorded, where I end up actually being so focused that I actually end up shouting at my son. It was pretty bad. I should have cut the audio out, but yeah, anyway, it is what it is. Did a good score run there. So yeah, it's such a mental part of this game to keep it going. Definitely encourage anybody to try and high score this game, try and get a good score. I would love to get 1 million points. One day it was also stupid, stuck in the corner there. I should have got out of there quicker. There's another ring of skeletons coming now. Skeletons or skulls, I mean. There they are. You attack this from the other side, so attack them from the side that they're rolling in from, in order to increase your chances of destroying all of them. It does become very difficult at this stage because there's just so many attack all at once, and they do fire a lot. Those are some very valuable points there, 5,000 each, very, very valuable fruit. I believe it's like kiwi fruit or something. They're really throwing all their attacks at you at once. It's almost like the ultimate test. I don't think I last much longer, but it was fun to get to this point. I wasn't too stressed, and that's it. So yeah, play the game if you can. Exed Exes, great game. Cheers for now.
Welcome to Arcade Sunday. I'm just going to do a quick run through of Exed Exes. I've done a video before posting a high score for highscore.com. However, this is just my first coin in some time, and it's just going to see how I can do. This is just my first coin in a while, just to see how I can do. Wish me luck. I don't know how this is going to go, but let's play some Exed Exes.